Justin Bieber doesn't want this feud to end. Yes, you heard it right. Every time things calm down between Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber, something connected to him pulls the drama right back. His silence isn't peace, it's power. The way he times his posts, the way he lets headlines explode, it's like he feeds off the chaos. He's not caught between two women, he's controlling both stories. Because when people stop talking about the feud, they stop talking about him. And Justin Bieber will do anything to make sure that never happens. Justin's silence isn't maturity, it's management. Every time Hailey defends him, every time Selena's name gets dragged back into the spotlight, he stays perfectly still, like he's watching a movie he directed. The man has mastered the art of control without movement. He doesn't need to speak, the world speaks for him. I've noticed it too many times. Whenever Hailey faces backlash, suddenly there's an old clip, a cryptic post, or a headline that shifts attention back towards Selena. Coincidence? Not anymore. It feels deliberate, like a cycle he keeps feeding because it keeps him in control. Even fans have started calling it out. One comment said, "Justin's not quiet, he's strategic. He lets them fight so he looks like the victim." And honestly, that's exactly how it feels. He stays clean while his image gets sympathy points, letting the internet battle on his behalf. It's manipulation disguised as maturity. What makes it worse is how quiet he plays while others take the heat. Selena gets attacked, Hailey gets blamed, and Justin just stands there untouched, smiling like he's innocent. That's not calm, that's calculated. Another fan summed it up perfectly. He's loving the free publicity. Both girls get hate, and he walks away trending. And they're right. The mess never hurts him. It feeds him. Because when you thrive on attention, chaos isn't a problem, it's the plan. Justin Bieber doesn't just live with drama, he profits from it. Every time Selena or Hailey trend, his name magically follows. It's like he's turned their feud into his own marketing machine. When Hailey launches a new Rhode product or Selena promotes rare beauty, there's always some unrelated moment that drags him right back into headlines. Old clips, resurfaced lyrics, mysterious posts, all perfectly timed. And while everyone's debating who's right or wrong, Justin's streams spike, his photos go viral, and his face ends up on every gossip page. He doesn't have to lift a finger, chaos does the work for him. The silence, the mystery, the perfectly controlled image, that's not coincidence, that's business. One fan wrote, "Justin's the only one winning this feud. He gets fame, they get hate." And that couldn't be more true. He's managed to make the drama part of his brand, turning pain into publicity. Another fan commented, "It's free marketing. He's trending for doing nothing." And honestly, that's the genius of it. He's made silence his loudest statement. While Hailey and Selena take the hits, Justin reaps the rewards. He's not the victim of the feud, he's the one who keeps it alive, because it keeps him relevant. Justin's version of love has always come with conditions. The more chaos there is, the more alive he seems. It's like he measures loyalty by how much Hailey is willing to defend him. Every argument, every backlash, turns into another silent test she's forced to pass. I've watched it long enough to see the pattern. Every time she steps in to shield him, he disappears behind her. Calm, collected, and untouchable. She becomes the armor, and he becomes the victim. It's a cycle that makes him look adored while leaving her drained. I don't think he even realizes how toxic it looks from the outside, because when you use loyalty as proof of love, you stop caring about peace. For Justin, the constant fighting isn't something to fix, it's something to feed. And until that changes, love will always look like war. One fan put it perfectly. Hailey's fighting for a man who never fights for her. And honestly, that hits hard. She's always defending, but he's never defending back. That's not partnership, that's pressure. Another comment said, "Justin's love language is chaos." And it's true. What should be affection has turned into performance. The louder the noise, the safer he feels. Because in his world, calm means forgotten. Justin Bieber may be married, but the ghost of Selena Gomez still follows every move he makes. No matter how many years have passed, no matter how many interviews he avoids, her name never leaves his shadow. And what's wild is how often it feels like he keeps it that way. Every few months, something connected to Selena suddenly resurfaces. An old song, a lyric breakdown, or a fan theory he mysteriously never shuts down. It's like he wants her memory alive, just quiet enough to stay relevant. I've noticed it for years. Whenever things start getting dull, Justin somehow ends up tangled in headlines that circle right back to her. He could easily shut it down with one simple statement, but he never does. Instead, he plays the misunderstood artist, the heartbroken man who's moved on. But if you've really moved on, why does her name still echo every time you post? I don't think this is love anymore. It's control. Keeping her name attached to his keeps the narrative alive. It keeps him interesting. And for someone who's been famous since childhood, maybe being forgotten feels scarier than being criticized. So he lets the comparisons breathe. He lets the speculation run wild, because every time people mention Selena, they mention him. It's not jealousy. It's obsession disguised as nostalgia. It's the way he turns every memory into a spotlight. The way he allows every rumor to orbit his name, never confirming, never denying. Justin might not say it outright, but his silence screams louder than any statement could. And deep down, I think he knows. Letting go of Selena wouldn't just end the drama. It would end the story that still keeps him relevant. Justin's marriage to Hailey was sold as a love story, but the timing always felt off. It came right after years of chaos with Selena, sudden, public, and almost desperate to prove something. It wasn't just a wedding, it was a statement. A way to tell the world, I've moved on, even if his actions since then keep saying otherwise. I remember when the photos dropped, the ceremony, the captions, the perfect smiles. It looked more like an image reset than a celebration. Every detail screamed damage control. Hailey became the symbol of stability he needed for his reputation, not necessarily the peace he needed for his life. I've seen this pattern too many times. Whenever things spiral, Justin flashes the marriage like a shield, a way to remind everyone he's happy. But happy people don't keep proving they're happy. What started as love now feels like strategy. And if you strip away the filters and the interviews, what's left isn't romance. It's control. Justin didn't just marry Hailey to move forward. He married her to make sure he'd never have to look back. The more you think about it, the more it makes sense. His career was crumbling under scandals, his public image was unstable, and fans were losing faith. Then suddenly he's a husband, calm, mature, rebranded. It's like he needed marriage to fix his reflection, not his heart. I can't help but feel that Hailey became part of his PR recovery, whether she realized it or not. And that's what makes this story darker than it looks. Because behind every perfect couple photo, there's a man who doesn't want love to free him. He wants it to protect him. And that's not partnership. That's a power move disguised as forever. Selena Gomez finally did what Justin Bieber never could. She let go. She moved on, built her peace, and found someone who didn't need the world to see their love to make it real. But Justin, he's still trapped in the noise he created. Every time Selena shows growth or calm, he somehow ends up back in the headlines, like her peace threatens his relevance. It's almost poetic. The girl he once broke is the one who healed without him, while he's still searching for validation through attention. I've watched Selena choose silence over shade, maturity over mess, and still, people drag her into his storms. Meanwhile, Justin plays the misunderstood artist, quiet on the surface, yet somehow always at the center of every spark. It's like he can't stand not being part of her story, even when she's already closed that chapter. What makes it worse is how obvious the contrast has become. Selena radiates calm, while Justin clings to chaos. She's found purpose. He's found ego. And that's why the feud never really ends. Not because she fuels it, but because he can't stand being irrelevant in a world where she shines brighter without him. In the end, Selena found peace. Justin found the spotlight. And between the two, only one looks happy standing in it. At this point, it's clear. Justin Bieber isn't trapped in the feud. He's thriving in it. Selena found peace, Hailey found pressure, and Justin found a spotlight he refuses to step out of. Maybe that's what this was always about. Not love, not loyalty, but power. I've said what I think. Now I want to hear from you. Do you believe Justin's silence is strategy or innocence? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you made it this far, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Because this story is far from over.